Hey, what's up guys, it's Austin here from Mutation Creation, and in today's Showcase Saturday we have the G-Stripe jean, and this is a G-Stripe 100% het fur enhancer, and right away you can see that G-Stripe is kind of a really dark jean. It brings in a lot of browns on the sides and a lot of dark tones in the dorsal, except for the actual dorsal stripe. It's kind of a nice yellow tone, gives you some contrast between the darks and the nice light colors inside the dorsal. And it's usually a solid colored head with some really cool eye stripes, and usually you can get them where they all look like they just have this continuous pattern, or you have some teardrops separating some of the dragged pattern along the sides like what you're seeing on this side. There's a lot of polymorphism in them, and let's get into some of the different combos we have here. Here we have a pastel G-stripe, and adding the pastel into the G-stripe really brightened it up and took out a lot of those brown colors you're seeing along the side, and also exposed some of those pattern along the side. We're getting some alien heads, but they're very clean. Some of them are dragged out a little bit along the sides. This snake is also double het for enhancer VPI, so it might be influencing the pattern and the sides a little bit with the heads, making it a little bit brighter, because head enhancers tend to be a little bit brighter, especially along the sides. Head's just a little bit more blushed, and those eye stripes stand out a lot more, and even that dorsal stripe stands out a lot more. And I like the way that it's broken up here, almost like a freeway. This girl's going into shed right now, so she's not looking her best, but this is an asphalt / yellow belly G-stripe. And asphalt and yellow belly we can't tell the difference between, so if you have a yellow belly G-stripe, it's probably going to look very similar. It brings in these flaming from the belly, and you get these kind of like dark flames coming up from the sides. Kind of chains all the pattern and doesn't give you any of those teardrops like you saw on the last G-stripes, and also highlights that dorsal a little bit more in contrast, as the sides are a little bit darker than your normal G-stripe, and I believe the dorsal is even a little bit brighter than the average G-stripe. But I really like what it does to the sides here and brings up those black flamings. I think adding some other jeans into here, maybe even making some freeways and adding some really bright tones, can really change the look of the snake and make it pop that much more. Here we have a banana G-stripe enhancer. Enhancer is like the Desert Ghost. It's a recessive gene that brightens the snakes and brings in a lot of yellow tones. And with the banana in here, it kind of made it fade out a little bit, but I really like the bright look it gives it and the contrast it gives with those nice green and almost mustard tones along the dorsal, and even that brighter stripe you have in the dorsal that just makes it look really cool, and how it even blends into the side again. The snake's pretty much almost a solid colored snake, but there's a lot of potential in here, getting the clown into it and changing the pattern, maybe even some other darker genes to make the colors pop a little bit more, give a little more contrast between the different tones of yellows. So taking away the banana, here's just an enhancer G-stripe. This one's het for clown, so it is changing the pattern a little bit, giving you all these nice speckling. That's what happens when you have the het clown instead of the G-stripe. But with the enhancer inside of the G-stripe, it really brightens it up, gives you this very nice creamy look on the dorsal, and then you get this nice creamy look on the sides as well, and this great contrast with these gray and almost black lines throughout the snake. Even the eye stripes on this guy are nice gray, and then it even has these lighter eye stripes just above it, which I think are really cool, and I like how it just fades into the neck pattern. There's so much more to do with this project, and we actually have a few more enhancer G-stripe combos. Let's get straight into those. This girl right here is an enhancer G-stripe het Redux xanthic, and compared to enhancer G-stripe like we just showed you, you can go and see how much darker the het Redux xanthic made this snake and how much more gray tones it brought in, especially around the dorsal. The dorsal is still very bright like the enhancer G-stripes are, but all the green tones you're getting along the sides and yellow mixed in there with the grays, it's all from the het Redux xanthic, as well as that little bit of darker color inside of the head there, getting some purple like tones in the middle, and those really nice greenish eye stripes on the side. It's a very beautiful snake. I was surprised what het Redux xanthic did to it and what tones it brought in with the green. I love to make the snake more green. I'm not too sure how to yet. Maybe getting some other genes in here, maybe leopard, some darker genes, and then maybe even super het Redux xanthic, which is a Redux xanthic. We can go and manipulate the colors just to make it that much more green. Here we have the pastel enhancer G-stripe, and you can see right away how much pastel amplified the enhancer's effect. Look at that head, it's really washed out, especially where the eye stripes are. You still got those two black ones, one black one on each side, as well as the higher eye stripe, which is a really nice cream color, and just the amount of white inside of that dorsal stripe is amazing. Definitely nice contrast with the black borders and the cream colors down the side, but we were even able to take this one step further, and here it is. So here we have the super pastel version. This is a super pastel enhancer G-stripe, and right away that head almost looks translucent. You have some blue tones. You can even see the blue coming in from the eyes, and those eye stripes we have on the side are no longer that black color. They kind of have some green and purple tones into them, as well as the dorsal stripe is mostly erased throughout. You have it a little bit at the tail, but those blacks are now a purplish gray and faded throughout most of the snake, which is just a really cool effect in my opinion. Adding maybe Enchi into here could bring back some pattern, or orange dream, maybe even leopard. Those tend to be very reactive with the G-stripe. We just don't have any of those here. Here we have a G-stripe pied. This one's 100% het for lavender, and you can see that G-stripe erased all the pattern inside of the saddles, and you're left with these really cool different tone blotches inside. But pied also erased something from the G-stripe. You no longer have that dorsal stripe, and that's why you're just getting that really nice pixelated effect through the pied. And then you still have those raised eyes, or raised eye lines. You still have the black ones going through, and then you have that lighter color on top that we were noticing with the enhancers. We actually hit the triple visual. It's still in the egg as we're recording this. You guys might have seen it on this week's egg cutting videos, but really excited to get that to you, so stay tuned for an update on that clutch, and let's move into the very last snake. So for the last snake, we thought we'd show the craziest G-stripe we have here, and this is actually a split snake with Nasty Morphs right behind us right there. We got Nick from Nasty Morphs. Go and check them out on Instagram. Link will be in the description below. But this is an enhancer G-stripe clown, and you can see how much adding clown into the enhancer G-stripe really changed the pattern and made it really cool. We have all these gray tones and gray pattern coming in. I don't even know what to call them. They almost look like upside down triangles or diamonds. And then we have some teardrops coming down. I think clown might have just saved G-stripe, especially by changing the pattern. G-stripe tends to be a very overpowering gene, but with the clown we're getting a lot more variability and so much more to do with this, especially when we add some codoms into this. So look forward to that in the future. That's going to be it for today's Showcase Saturday. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.